Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. This is the Undisputed Combo Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody.
And right here you have the one, the only, that dude Colby.
Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you guys again. Kind of a short cast today, but, you know, we're working with it.
Sometimes you're a short cast, sometimes you're a forecast. And as you know me by name, myth, legend, Shadowhaunt Joker. Oh, man. It's been too long.
Oh, definitely. We've just been held under definitely some heavy, time constraints because, A, college, B, for me, work, which, by the way, you know how I work every weekend?
Mm-hmm.
I have this Saturday off. When have I ever said that, right? When was the last time I said, hey guys, I got a Saturday off?
I've yet to hear you have a Saturday off.
Yeah, it just happens. And then best part is, you know what comes up this week? Spring break. I have 4 days off in a row. This has been a long awaited rest.
You know, health was an issue. I'm fine now. As you can see, I'm here taking better care of myself. It's all good.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started off with some shout outs, which first two are at the bat. Mr. Fuerte and Unfound Prodigy.
Bumblebee, Easy Mahe, let's start Yugioh, Rain, Jinx, Tracy Cakes, and I'm actually going to throw a couple of shout outs to some people who helped me through something earlier today. I think one's Lacey Gaming. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. Roast me in the comments later. Thank you. And to all you other Yugi tubers out there that had my back, thank you. All you other content creators that had my back, thank you. You are the real OGs.
It's always nice. For me, it's going to go out to Easy Mahe, Casually, Skeeter, all of you guys out there helping to support us. And also shout out to the spam callers who keep asking me for my car's extended warranty. I really appreciate you checking on me. Every 5 minutes.
5 minutes? I only get 5 days.
Man, okay. No, for context, because I didn't tell you guys this. I was at school and I just got done with a class. I was working with a project with one of my classmates. And every 5 minutes or so, I was getting a call and we were like, oh man, what's this call about? It's an 843 number. You know, that's our area. We wanted to call in regards to your car's extended warranty. Sir, we have good news about your car's extended warranty. I'm just here like, guys, okay, I get it. I need to block a lot of numbers now. Thank you. Put me on a do not disturb because I thought it was already on. It was the most annoying. And it's never been that consistent.
I just say unprofound things and then they stop calling me. Like someone goes, hi, would you like to check your car's warranty? Hey, I took care of that thing for you.
All right. So I say really bad things. And I'm gonna tell you here, Mr. Fuerte is doing the editing, so I'm gonna let him decide if it's good or not to keep on here. And that's where if I'm saying it, it's like, ooh. I always go with the one killer. Welcome to Potts Pizzeria and Bush Clinic, where yesterday's loss is today's sauce. How can I help you today?
Wow, that sounds like my old one. El Toro, if this can't go, it's okay.
Just do a long bleep or just cut me out of it.
All right.
Put me under a mystic line.
Colby, act like you're the operator. Hello?
Hello, sir. We'd like to call you about your car's extended warranty. We have some good news for you today.
Hijackers Incorporated. If it's yours, we're taking it. Now, here at Hijackers Incorporated, we only cover gains. We don't cover losses. So if you lost it, we gained it, you move on from it. Next thing I know, I never get a phone call. I've actually been blocked. Yes, I never get the same number twice.
So I do have one other that I always use. I am not saying it here because, whew, yeah, that should tell you something. That should really tell you something. I'll send you a text or I'll send you like a voice message so you can actually hear how I say it to them.
Oh Lord.
There was
Hey,
one that my friend always did. He was always this one wasn't so bad. It was like Texas crematorium, you kill him, we grill him, but like in a very very much like southern like heavy southern accent. Keep in mind we live in the South, so it wasn't needed, but still.
and he says Mystic Mine is toxic.
What do you mean? Listen, it's spam calls for my car's extended warranty. I do not care. They
Oh
earn it.
man.
They earn it.
Oh my goodness.
Look at those
It's like you
straight up
it's like
straight up bullying some of the random spam callers.
oh god.
Bullying is
Speaking
not
of
bullying is not bad, anyone. Don't do it. But if it's a spam call by your car's extended warranty, by all means, pretend that there is no censor in the world. Your world is your oyster.
yeah, speaking of bullying, I had to deal with
Back
something
on
earlier.
topic.
Yeah. Now, I saw a content creator's post. Now, keep in mind, I'm a micro content creator. I barely exist on the radar with my meager 50 plus subscribers. It's fine. So, the content creator, I will not say, posted something about a play they did. And I said, oh, you just took over the person's card? Just a simple observation. They took over the opponent's card. It's theirs. They're
Yeah.
using the
And
effects.
for what I saw, it more so looked like you were like asking if like to confirm, like, is that what you did?
Yeah. And the person immediately goes on the lines of, does your comment repel women? And I'm like, whoa, I struck a nerve with this person. Next thing I know, this person's fan base is liking their comment about dumping on me, and then their fans started just doubling down on me, saying, well, you're pathetic, you're this, you're that. I'm sitting here going, whoa, y'all mad at me over making an observation? This person doesn't even know who I am. And the exact same person who made the little dump on me is also one of the champions of saying bullying is wrong. Do not bully anyone in the community. Um, Hypocrisy calling, and it's not spam.
Oh man, I can't do my spam call joke.
No, we got to be
Man,
nice. We got to set an example. As much as I'd like to just go
man.
ahead and roast everybody there, I have to. I have to realize
But I got
it's
some funny ones that I can't even say on the podcast.
no. I'm just saying, me at my core, I'm used to just if someone's trashing on me, I'm gonna trash back. But at a certain point, I got to realize, let it go. Not
I,
because it's gonna do anyone any good. It's just okay. This person's letting their fans do this. It's just proven the point that never meet their heroes. Your heroes might be fine, may not be, but never meet their heroes. So I'm just going to leave it alone. If they're still ragging on me on Twitter and fussing and cussing at me, it's fine.
in all fairness, too, it is Twitter. Let's
Yeah,
be honest. I don't need to look at it. I can already tell they probably are. It's Twitter.
yeah. All in all, it's like they're giving up their life force, their energy to try to roast someone that they barely know for making an observation. They are taking it the wrong way. I'm
I
just sitting here like, okay.
I get that too. With like, someone's gonna shit talk, I'll shit talk back. That's the go-to, especially with friends, because oh boy, do we do that all the time.
Yeah.
Playing Magic the Gathering turn 49 because I refuse to attack them with my 200 a Johnny with trampled. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
with War Rocks.
I'm currently chilling at like maybe 700 plus life. I'm just like, Colby, you can end the game. No. We will deck out.
Heck, I'm just saying I tend to rub people the wrong way. Only when it's like an appropriate time. This was one of them times where it was just me making an observation. I'm not trying to rag on nobody. I'm not trying to start anything. But the fact that I unnerved them out of everybody else who was saying worse stuff to this person, I'm literally sitting here like, me?
Yeah, it's always like the weirdest comments people will reply to, and it just makes no sense.
I'm just to the point now where I'm like, I'm gonna just walk away from it. It's cool. I'm gonna let that person cool off. But at the end of the day, I just got to remember one key detail. One key detail, and that's this. I'm good at playing decks. They're good at playing decks. If they really wanted to shut me up and prove their point, we could have just played a game.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
sometimes you just got to take that coward's way out.
Here, I'm gonna pause real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back.
Sorry about that. I had a flashback of a certain card.
in all actuality, dog was barking, and since it's only 2 members, what in the world? And we're back again. They'll just make one large cut and just put us here.
Yeah, just there.
Yeah, or just leave it in. It'll be funny for them to see.
Oh,
who knows? One day he's gonna make it seem like he did a large edit and all that, and all actuality it's just gonna be the raw footage.
So yeah, all in all, people, I'm not really bothered by it. It's fun to see that people still bully, and then later on they'll be like, "Hey, we should stop this bullying from happening," while purposely bullying people. All I'm saying is, don't do it. It's not worth it. And if people need to roast back because there's too many bullies, do it maybe once or twice, then let it go because it's just going to escalate. It ain't worth your time and energy. They're giving up their energy, their life force to try to bring you down. And technically, you're not really bothered by it. I say sit back, grab some popcorn, and laugh. Be like, they think I'm single. Because 9 times out of 10, yeah, I'm going to say it. They're probably Destiny board players.
Who's playing Destiny board in 2022?
Same people that feel like bullying is a good thing.
Fair enough.
Think about it. They're the ones that'll sit there and play Destiny board and be like, yeah, I'm going to win. I got you now. Dude, you're not going to win. Why not? You have a pendulum right there.
It's like the same idea of Eldritch players saying they're having fun.
Wait, Eldritch players have fun?
That's what I thought.
El Toro, tell me if that's true. I need to know. Write that down.
He plays Mystic Mind. What do you think his answer is going to be?
No.
Man, this brings up the question: Mystic Mind players hate Eldritch players, or do Eldritch players hate Mystic Mind players, or is it just a common? Or is it just a common relation? It's just like we're both hateful decks.
Actually, Eldritch players hate Mystic Mind players.
I'm assuming just because it still stops them from attacking.
That and because they drop out trap monsters, so that technically still counts. They have more monsters than you.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, so they actually do hate that part.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, something happened?
Nah, just looking at the next item up for bids, and it's a topic that everybody's been wanting us to cover for a while that just popped up 2 weeks ago.
Is it the Digimon thing?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Well, we're getting a little taste of a special format. So basically, the mulligan rule is this. feel like we're doing a mulligan now, but I digress. The mulligan rule is where first we take our first 5 cards, have that as a security stack. You don't look at them, so you just leave them to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Draw your first 5 for yourself. If you don't like the cards, you put them at the bottom of the deck, then you draw 5 again, but you can't do that again.
All right, so it sounds really weird.
Yes. Some people want it, some people don't, because some people feel like your hand is your hand. You
Yeah.
shouldn't just change it. But
I mean, that's also how Magic the Gathering kind of goes, unless your starting 7 is just so horrendously bad. Like I'm talking 1 land and all 8-drop creatures or some crap like that.
Me, it was simple. If I had like 5 or 6 lands and 1 creature, I'm keeping that hand. 1 land, 6 creatures. I'm probably going to keep that hand because most of my creatures were 1 drops.
Oh, wow, you're starting to sound like my Magic the Gathering deck, where I have 4, 8, 12, about 15 1-drops.
It's tholids.
It's what?
Tholids. Fungus.
Solid?
No, tholids.
Oh.
They were fungus creatures. Basically, if you had 3 lands, you basically had the whole deck at your oyster.
Oh, mine's just mono white life gain. I just 3 lands and I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Summon a creature. I think it goes like if I summon 1 creature with the full board set up with just like the life gain creatures alone, I gain about let's see, plus 8, then times 5, 55 life per summon.
Basically, with tholids, it was 3 lands, 20 creatures. Because every tholid could drop out at least 2 1/1 tokens, or the 3 drops could drop out
you're summoning
4 1/1 tokens.
You're summoning tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Life.
Exactly. They only had one weird downside, though.
Which was?
Don't kill them. No, it's like, don't kill them. It's like, why? Because some of them have wither.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the whole point. We give out tokens and they give you wither. So you kill the tokens, we're withering stuff down.
With me, it's kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna pass my turn. I summon tokens, I'm gonna gain life. I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna gain life. You summon creatures, I'm gonna gain life. Did I enter the battle step? I'm gonna gain life. If I attacked, I'm gonna gain life. If I gain life, I'm gonna draw a card, and then I'm gonna gain life.
Oh Lord.
Did you speak?
Yes, and I withered.
Yeah, and I'm gonna gain life.
All right. So the next part of this whole ordeal is the reason why people want it. It's a little bit of a game changer because we're also getting a sideboard rule where I think the sideboard is just 10 cards. Now, for the people in the back, 1, if you already have 4 of the same card, like if the card is BT103, you cannot sideboard 4 more BT103s because you already have 4.
There's a maximum of 4 copies of any one card.
Yes.
Okay, so it's legitimately Magic the Gathering type deal. Okay.
But since you can have, like, let's say Greymon of BT1 and then Greymon of BT3, they're not the same, even though they have the same name. So it's okay to use. So I can have 4 of BT1 and then sideboard 4 of BT3.
That's essentially how Magic the Gathering is somewhat. It's let me go get it real quick. It's right here.
Okay. So in short, you can also put Digi eggs in there. So you can have Digitama, option cards, Digimon.
The 10 had everything card-wise that I have. Also, yes, I have this many tokens because you can guess what I do a lot of.
What do you run? Tholids? The average Thought player had at least 90 to 100 tokens. And
I
even
play
then,
just
we still ran out.
I just play clerics, man. Clerics and life gain. So we have a thing called Soul Warden and Soul's Attendant.
Mm-hmm.
I think I told you about this before, but in case you forgot, hold. I'm hoping. Can you read this okay, or is it like backwards? I think it's backwards, right?
It's blurry.
All right. Well, Soul Warden, 1-drop, 1/1, human cleric. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Soul's Attendant, 1-drop, 1/1, human cleric. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you may gain 1 life.
Mm.
What is the difference? With Attendant, I get to pick if I gain the life or not, and that is it.
Mm.
So obviously, with that being noted down, I run 4 copies of both. Summon a creature. 8 life.
Lord.
If your creature is not an 8/8 with haste, it doesn't matter. And that is how the whole deck goes. And then we have the Johnny's Primate, which is getting replaced, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, I have not touched Magic the Gathering in a very long time, until as of recent. And I found out that there's a creature that literally does a Johnny's Primate's job, except better. In which not only does it gain counters, but then when it has a certain amount of counters, it gains flying, vigilance, and then at a certain amount, indestructible. And it would not be hard to reach those amount of counters. For me, that's probably a turn 4 drop. Because why not?
Yeah, I showed my age today at my card shop when I spoke to somebody about Magic the Gathering. He goes,
Oh no.
"Oh no, this is the funny part." He goes, "So you play Magic the Gathering?" I said, "The last time I played Magic the Gathering, Eldrazi was legal." He goes, "That's not too far out." I said, "Do you know the last time I played since then? What? Tholids." And he cringed. He was like, "Woof." I said, "Oh, so you know what Tholids do?" Someone goes, "What's a Tholid?" A 1/1 green that can die and then give me 3+1/+1 tokens. Okay, that's no big deal. And the tokens have Wither. Okay. Now I'm gonna drop out this other card, gives me 3 more tokens. And its effect is whenever a token dies,
Oh.
I get to drop out 3 more tokens. And they have Wither.
Oh wait. So if any token dies,
Yes, if any token dies.
I'm just gonna
More.
crash my 1/1 token into you. Summon 3 more tokens. I will love to gain 165 more life.
Here's the beauty of that. Then we have a Thalit that does this. Lifelink.
Lifelink. So essentially, what my whole deck is.
Yes. And the whole thing was you want to keep crashing your tokens in and then letting them die while also giving Wither. And it leads to, hi, I have an army of 100 1/1 tokens and an army of all these other ones that deal Wither. Please kill me. I
Listen,
literally had a guy
I'll
quit the duel because of that.
I'll just crash with my 200 Johnny with trample.
Yeah, here's the funny part. A guy had a 2020 Angel with flying and vigilance. I said, hey, grounded.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
And I said, by the way, since you're gonna kill all my tokens in one swoop, uh she's gonna get withered. And he just looks at me and goes, that can't be right. Yes.
I have to remind myself again what Wither does. Like it's been a minute.
It -1/1 to a creature or a permanent, basically. So it just gives them -1/-1.
Just a -1
So
-1 counter.
yes. So imagine it constantly doing that. So if you're a 2020 creature and I block with
Oh,
21
it deals
creatures.
Okay, so it deals damage as -1/-1 counters. Okay, that makes sense. So you see, I have a good way around that then. Did you ever get my land that I played 2 of?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay, cool. Skyruin. Hey, that's oh no, my Johnny died. It's now a 2020.
High inside.
Oh god. And then of
Well,
course I had the little meme where it's like, all right, now you must attack me because the next upkeep, if I have 40 or more life, I win the game. How much life do you have? 351.
oops.
um, do you have a big enough creature?
Not
Or
that
like
I've
an
seen.
army?
I can get an army. I just can't get anything big enough. Unless I have the 6 cost solid.
What does the 6 cost you? I like how we
Basically,
jump from our topics to MTG. This is great.
well,
It's
the
fine.
only thing that the 6 drop will do is basically for each token I have on the field, it gains +1/+1. But at the same time, if one of them dies, it deals whatever that creature is wither. I also get another +1/+1 on my creature after that. And then at the end
Ooh,
phase, I drop out another +1/+1.
okay.
So basically, it just keeps crashing, building it bigger, then it builds up the army again.
Okay. With me, mine's a more so just like life gain with a bit of burn because now that I know about the one creature I'm putting in, I'm taking a few cards out and I'm obviously going to switch for like I forget what it's called, but it's like Aetherflux something. Aetherflux Reservoir, I remember. And it just does one simple thing: pay 50 life, deal 50 damage. I mean, like, it's such a hefty cost, right? Imagine needing to pay 50 life. That's oh man, that's gonna take like what, one summon?
But did you die?
Don't worry, I can do this multiple times. And there's not a tap or sacrifice on it. It's just pay 50, deal 50. Simple. Say no more. And then there's one
Exactly.
other one that I'm running it. So keep in mind, this is like an old build. I still have like Impassionate Ordinator in there, which is just horrible. There is one I want to replace. It's a little better, but it's like I don't know. I feel like it's still like kind of like a meh card in general, but it's called Surtur Priest. Essentially, Passionate Order is a 2-drop 2/2 with whenever a creature enters battlefield under my control, I get 1 life. Surtur Priest 2-drop is a 1/1 that does the same thing whenever a creature enters battlefield under my control, I gain 1 life. Now let's say you summon a creature. You lose 1 life.
Ugh.
So I thought of it as like, hey, this could be a good wave going against like red decks specifically because they're just going to try and get out as many haste creatures as possible. This could make them kind of deter away from it, as if, authoritative consoles already didn't do that enough. Or green, where they're just going to spam elves over and over for infinite mana turn 3, which is possible. Which is possible, by the way. Just it's this one elf. It's a tap for 1 mana, then put a -1/-1 counter on it, untap it, make it a vehicle, call it a day, and that's all you do. Because then it can't technically die by its own effect, so you can just continuously tap it and untap it for infinite mana.
Lord.
Listen, I made a bunch of infinite loops. I made it to where you draw a card, you take 1 damage, but then I gain 1 life. And then since I gain 1 life, you'll take 1 damage. But then you took a damage, so I gain that life. Then I gain that life, so then you take 1 damage. Do you see where this goes? It's a fun time. Magic the Gathering is a fun time. Until you get hit with an infinite loop 3 times over. Anyway. Yeah, Magic the Gathering's chaotic. The rulings could be disastrous. I wish I could say the same thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings are still, oh boy. And we can correlate this kind of with the ban list, as many of you already know. Artifact Scythe is still there. And I know you said you had a buddy who was curious on how that's an issue.
Yeah.
So as many of you know, in Code Talker, which if you guys don't know, this was the first deck I've ever played, Cyber's Gadget is a very common card to see it at 1 to 2 copies of. 1 copy if you don't want to bring with it, and 2 copies if you just kind of want to see in your hand. 3 if you don't want to see it all the time. Anyway, doesn't matter. That is a 1-card combo to DBE with a Scythe set, where you just normal summon Cyber's Gadget, go into a Link Disciple, Gadget's effect in the graveyard, summon the token on the field, the token goes into Link Devote, Disciple triggers the Devote summons 2 tokens. By the way, you get to draw 1, then you put the card back. Doesn't matter if you need it or not. Anyways, token and Disciple into a Dagda. Dagda will basically, you would need to do another effect from a monster. However, that 1 token just go into another Devote. Devote's mandatory effect to make it to where you can only summon a Link 3 or higher. Dagda will now set the Scythe. Use those 2 to go into a Verte Anaconda. Verte Anaconda makes DPE, and now during your opponent's turn, DPE destroys the Scythe, and now your opponent can't use anything from the extra deck.
What the hell?
I kind of go fast when I know what I'm talking about.
It's like, why not just run Monarchs? It's just run Monarchs.
I mean, there's Flunderies.
Well, run fun. Yeah.
you want to keep. You have the Ryza. I gave you Ryza.
No, I'm just saying.
Use Flunder.
No, I'm just saying. Someone actually.
Bird.
No, you know where I'm going with that.
Bird.
I give you the bird, all right. Anyways, someone actually brought up an argument with me about Flunderies because they wanted all the new Blue Eyes White Dragon support. I said, that's all fine and dandy.
Never thought I'd hear Flunderies and Blue Eyes in the same sentence, but here we are. Continue.
The person wanted to play their Blue Eyes White Dragon deck against me running Flunderies, and I'm like, you do realize you're not gonna like that deck. And they kept going on about dropping out Chaos Max Dragon, dropping out all these fusions. I said, you do realize you won't be doing that, right?
Oh man, this
Oh, it got worse. The argument intensified. And I said, that's all fine and dandy that you can drop that out, but you're making me go first, right? Yes. How are you going to do that if you can't special summon? Well, I'll just drop out this. No, you can't special summon. How are you going to drop all that out if you can't special summon? Especially if I have the statue on the field.
Yeah. Which isn't hard. Just make NPen. It's here.
Yeah. They kept going on and on. I said, you're special summoning to do all that. How are you going to do that? And you can't special summon.
The only way he would have to get around it is if he were to open up specifically the Wind Kaiju. And even then, he's still going to have to deal with NPen's effect, where attack position monsters your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. Or their effects are negated. It's one of the two. Essentially, attack position, special summon monsters. Nope.
Well, then he said this. He's going to skill drain all my Flunderies. And I said, there's one problem with this. He goes, what's the problem? You said, I'm going first. So how can you do that if I go first?
Yeah. By then, if he skill drains you, that means it would have been turn 3, your turn. By then, he's already going to likely die. NPen 2700 attack, I want to say.
Plus, it's like Twin Twister. I got a bunch of ways to spot removal.
And Flunderies has a decent amount of hand traps in it, but just because it can casually run that amount. And then, in the worst case, you could just make Ryza, assuming that you're not under the effect of skill drain, and remove any of the other problematic cards. So it kind of just doesn't matter.
By the way, he's still mad at me for when I used Caius the Mega Monarch on Blue Eyes White Dragon while I had Layer of Darkness on the field.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same reaction. So I had one person get upset at me when I did Lair of Darkness, and this is when I was running Odaic.
Oh
Do you know what
Lord.
happens to all the Odaics in the graveyard? They all become kaijus. The funny time. I just did it. I just put it in there for the funny, and I was just like, you know what? This can't come up that often, right? Oh, was I wrong? It came up often enough. It was just like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Well, that's a cool boss monster. I want my boss monster. But yeah, that is the issue with Scythe. If you need to slow down, basically in short, you just use uh Cyber's gadget, go into the disciple, since gadget is using material, makes the token into the devote. You will tribute the devote using disciple's effect, and due to that devote's effect is going to get 2 tokens. Use a token and the disciple to make Dagda. Then the last token makes another devote. Devote has a mandatory effect, so it's always going to trigger. And that mandatory effect is that you're just literally locked into not special summoning Link 3 or higher monsters, which, oh no, there's things that can get around that. Cough, cough, Eldritch, cough, cough, no fun. Anyway, once you do that, you can just set the scythe directly from the deck, use those to make a Verte Anaconda, and this is up the assumption that you have no other plays or you're playing Eldritch. Effect, DPE. And then during your opponent's turn, DPE will destroy the scythe.
Lord.
It's a big mess. And the fact that it's allowed is shocking. Like, I understand where like they banned Imperial Order. Don't get me wrong, I loved the card because I ran it and I did such toxic things with it. I made it to where you could only play trap cards, and that was it. But why would you leave Scythe in? It's gonna be an issue.
I'm the only one who thought outside the box and decided to put an old counter trap in for Imperial Order. And yes,
Trap
when
Eater.
people no counter trap.
Oh.
And when people saw me hit them with this card, people were like, "What? Have you ever heard of Royal Surrender?
I have not.
Activate only when your opponent plays a continuous trap card, negated and destroyed." That's all it does.
Fantastic.
And yes, it does get around Royal Decree. They play Royal Decree, Royal Surrender. No. It's like, it's back in that deck where it's like Huge Revolution and all that stuff. So it's back in those days. Every time someone will play Royal Decree, Royal Surrender. And then Imperial Order. No. It's like, you will not oppress my attention span in this game. I am not going to stall. I'm going to kill you.
I am not going to stall, says the stalling player.
I will send you to Jesus.
All right. Well, we do have one more topic in Digimon.
Oh yeah, BT7 just came out, and boy, hybrids is the thing.
So
This
is this a, because I don't do Digimon. Is this a
Mhm.
set or is this like a new rule thing, similar to like how Matters
It's the
Master
set.
rule? Okay.
It's the set. I just opened 3 boxes, pulled Susanamon, and let me just put it to you in Yu-Gi-Oh terms. I just pulled Dark Dragoon, basically.
Ooh.
No, ooh does not describe this card. This card is highly going to be in every deck that has hybrid. Let me just pull it out real quick and you will understand.
Man's going through his 90 card deck right now.
No. First of all, when it comes to this card,
How many cards are in that deck, by the way? Was I any at all
it's
close?
50.
I was
It's
very
50.
far.
See this?
Let's see, 15,000 at the top
Yeah.
right.
All right. So its play cost is 15.
Hmm.
15 memory. Or
Here,
7 and it's a rainbow.
if you don't mind, can you actually send a photo of that in the one chat so I can actually see what it is? Because it's a little blurry at the bottom.
All right, I will.
Thank you.
But its effect is you may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your tamers as if the tamer is a level 6 Digimon and place 10 tamer cards and or other cards with hybrid in their traits from your hand and or trash to the bottom of the deck in any order. So in other words,
Ooh.
you're
So it
literally
can
putting cards
recycle.
back in. Right.
That's pretty good. Wait,
Then it has
and is a and or is it specifically
and or.
okay? So yeah, it's
So
definitely going to be really good recycle. They're kind of like a pot of avarice type deal,
yes.
except without the draw.
Here's the second part.
Oh no.
It does security attack +2, meaning you get to do a security check and 2 more. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're basically hitting 3 of the 5 securities there.
Oh,
Also, when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. So, hi, die.
I like the no context. I just like how this says delete opponent's shit.
Yeah, it just goes, hi, die. Now, attack 3. Okay, we're moving on now. Bring out
Move.
Chachi.
That sounds really good. For like
Yeah,
just even for just the main use, which I'm assuming is going to be a recycle effect.
mm-hmm.
That's going to be the main use.
That, and depending on which tamer you use, it has other uses. I'm using
Okay.
JP. JP's inherent effect for its Digimon that climbs up the ladder with it, it gives it piercing, trample. So basically,
Ooh.
I run over one of your Digimon. I still get those 3 security checks.
I wonder if there's a tamer that gives you abilities when cards return back to the deck. Because if that's the case, then you might be able to have something broken
You
here.
do. You do.
Ooh.
There's actually a card effect that isn't a tamer that when you put something into the deck or if you drop out a hybrid creature or something that involves tamers,
Mm-hmm.
you get to gain 2 memory. Another one, if you do that effect, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add a hybrid or a tamer into your hand with an inherent effect. So basically, you're recycling, putting stuff back in, getting stuff to drop out more. This thing is literally going to keep cycling back and forth.
Yeah, that's what I can tell.
Yeah, it's going to be a constant hi, die, bye, hi, die, bye.
Oh, the simple version.
Yes. And to drop it out, technically, you have cards that'll help drop it out, no problem.
Oh,
And since it has this rainbow for its digivolving, you literally can put it in any color deck, no problem. Just hi, die, moving on.
all right. Well, do we have any other topics we want to go over tonight? I know it's a little bit of a short episode, assuming that yeah, we're
Um,
gonna, Toro's gonna troll us. He's just gonna leave everything unedited, except like do a little speed up of all the time.
I should have did some dancing. I should have been like,
He's gonna stop and let the recording go back normal, and when you look confused at whatever noise you heard, which is either like the dog or the garage.
yeah, I was like,
Toro, just for the funny, because we still need the first part. We're gonna send you both videos. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but with whatever you feel is right. You're shaking your head. You already know what's gonna happen.
I'm going to see a mystic mind go across the screen, just like,
Give him an
you're
idea.
laughing. El Toro, when Colby leaves, just have a mystic mind bouncing across his screen. That way, when I'm looking all confused and whatnot, you'll be like, And this is what
Oh,
Shadowhaunt Joker saw when Kobe left.
oh
And I'm just gonna be
God.
like, no, it'll go well. Just it's bouncing, and I'm like, yeah, it'll
Uh,
be this part, and you'll just see me looking like, what?
all right. Well,
Oh,
oh,
one last thing. One last thing. Everybody, starting the 8th of this month, there's going to be a special event on TCG Player where you get bonus bucks if you buy. I'm not trying to plug it in to say, hey, buy from me, but anybody that you buy from, you get like 7% bonus bucks. So if you really want to start buying stuff, now's the time. You get a little bit of a reward for doing so. And the best place to buy from, anybody, even me. But I'm not going to say shop here only.
man,
Spread the wealth.
man, you had to tell me this now that you know I'm trying to rebuild my Code Talker deck.
Yeah, I just found out today.
Fair enough. I'm at least lucky that it's cheap. $50 for the whole thing.
You think that's cheap? Guess how much Flunderies is right now?
Is it really that cheap now? Well, for you, yes, because you have Rise. You
Yeah,
literally
other
skipped
than
on the $70 card.
okay, other than Ryza, it's literally a $50 deck.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Yeah, it's like really cheap.
All right. So thank you all for coming by. You can always find us online on our respective YouTube channels. Find me on El Toro Fuerte's channel. You'll see a TDC underscore YGO profile every so often. You can find Joker at
Well, on Twitter, I'm trying to hide right now because I don't want a certain somebody to stab me. But you can
just play
find me
hide
at
and he's hide and seek, guys. Go find him.
I'll be hiding in the Mystic Mines. Anyways,
Find him. I
you can
gotta send
find
him
me
pictures of random food I find.
random food. I ain't
Yeah.
hungry. I'm thirsty. Anyways,
I'll just send you
you
a
can
picture of
find
like
me.
a Pepsi.
Ew.
Well, I have a Dr. Pepper Zero like on my on my dresser.
You're trying to kill me. Anyways, you can find me at Shadowhunt Joker on Twitter and on YouTube. Soon I'll be on Twitch trying to work out that when I get a new camera. And you can find me at Silver Eyed Poet on Instagram, where I'll be doing live stream box breaks like I did earlier.
All
And
right.
you can find Unfound. Well, you can't really unfind them, can you? Can is that a thing?
Uh,
Can you
Unfound Prodigy
unfound
to
the found?
Lost.
Hijackers Incorporated.
All right. You got everybody. I wish everyone a good night, except for those who are telling me about my car's extended warranty. I will get back to you when hell freezes over.
And boys, I wish you a safe and sorry insomnia. Thank you.